force, and if they did come to hunt you down, you knew a good old-fashioned ass whooping was waiting for you when you got home.
Guess my dad was a really bad shot. He always missed my ass. Always landed on my face or any place else. This was a video that I responded to on YouTube, and it really triggered me. It was something that I wanted to speak on this time, and I'm hoping it will help and shed light on generational child abuse and maybe help solve that. For me, don't get me wrong, it may seem like I hated my dad. I did not. I love my dad, and I'm really proud of the fact that I took care of him at end of life. Now, for me, I don't know if everyone feels the same way, but I can deal with and have always been able to deal with the physical violence way better than I could the emotional violence. And in my era, okay, they were able to still paddle us in school. And even that, I don't think that was such a bad thing. But again, it's how it was presented. Now, what do I mean by that? I actually had a principal one time, instead of, paddle my backside, he took, just because when I came to school, I had a bad record from the other school. He took me into the office and he sat me down and he told me, he said, well, you're not going to get away with that here. This was before I had done anything wrong. You don't punish a child if they haven't done anything wrong at all. But he slapped me across the top of my thighs while I sat in the chair. And he looked at me and he said, you will not get away what you used to get away with. I looked at him and I says, was that supposed to hurt me? Is that supposed to scare me? My dad has done way worse than you will ever do. And I want you to know that you made an enemy for as long as I am in this school. I know that doesn't fit with what I was saying about the emotional, but that is emotional right there. Okay? He took and he was playing an adult game with a kid that at the time that would have put me at around 12, 13. And what I'm trying to get at is this. Remember, if you get upset and you say things, which you will and you do, parents are parents, we're human. Okay? But remember to also, if that happens, tell them you're sorry, pull them in, love them, and say, I didn't mean to say what I said. I value you. I love you. I care about you. And try to learn to do better. Be different. I have a list on my wall that is 50 positive things to say to my kids, because my dad hit me with 2x4s. He threw things at me. He hit me with rocks. He pushed me down things. But do you want to know what hurt me worse than anything else, and has always been something that I strive to overcome? Telling me I was worthless. Telling me I couldn't do anything right. I don't know if I'll ever overcome that. I don't know if I will ever feel worthwhile. And I will always struggle with that. All the physical things have healed. I have scars. I have this one here. My dad launched me when I was 2 off his shoulders into a melted bucket, where it left a scar where my tooth went through my lip. And I had burns on my back. Now, I only know that because my brother and sister told me about it. I don't remember the things that I had when I was little. But the things that I do remember is I don't know if I will ever feel worthwhile. If I will ever not feel worthless. And I don't know if I will ever not feel his voice echoing in my head. But again, I don't care what you say, and I'll probably get some hate from this. I still love my dad, and I always will. And I am not happy that he is not on this earth. Anyway, I don't know if any of this makes sense. I don't know if it helps anybody or anything. But just, even if you make a mistake, come back and tell your kids you love them. And that try to look for those positive moments because they do them way more often than the negative ones. God bless. Honestly love you all. Have an amazing day.